Mike Bohn here at Sanford MMA with Anthony Rumble Johnson, who is very close to the return, man. The Bellator light heavyweight Grand Prix, Yoel Romero. It's very close. Just how does it feel to be this close to the return, man?
Man, I'm so relaxed. It's like I've been down this road so many times. It's just a fight. It's competition. I'm not letting it get to me, anything like that. So I'm eager to fight. You know, it seems like I've been training forever to come back, at least a year and a half. You know, so I'm glad it's finally coming to.
Yeah, you look unreal shape, man. I remember the last time I saw you, I think it was at one of the BKFC press conferences in New York, and you look like a completely different man right now. It's unbelievable. I mean, does this feel good physically and everything?
Yeah, I was fat and happy back then. I was retired, you know, but it feels good to be back. I feel like this is where I'm meant to be. You know, this is who I am. I'm just having fun with this thing, man. So I am glad to be back, though.
Yeah, and this is obviously super exciting, the final fight of the Grand Prix in the opening round here. Have you been keeping a close eye on what we've seen so far, or not really?
No, not at all. Much respect to all the guys that are in the competition, win or lose. But my focus right now is whoever I face. My boy Corey won. Bader put on a great show. Nemkov won. But even the guys that lost, it could have went either way, you know. So I wasn't thinking that far ahead, you know, about who I could possibly face next.
Right.
I just gotta pay attention to the beast that's in front of me, you know, with Yoel, with a head this big and traps this big, and you know, he's a specimen, man. But I look forward to competing against him.
Yeah, definitely. Is this the fight that you thought made the most sense for your debut? This is the fight everyone wanted, I think.
I didn't even expect the fight. Apparently, Yoel knew about the fight before I did. You know, he was already talking about it. Maybe that's what he wanted. I didn't think anything of a tournament, so maybe they already had that in the works. I didn't know, but hey, it is what it is. I signed up for Bellator, and this is what I have to do. You know, they pay me what they pay me to put on fights like this, you know, and get the crowd into it and give the fans what they want. And they get what they want out of the situation also. And yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it, but if this is what they want, this is what Yoel wants, then that's what'll happen.
Does it feel like a lot, 5 rounds, such a big profile? I mean, would you have preferred maybe something a little bit more chill to ease your way back in?
No, I mean, everybody wants 3 rounds. Who wants 5 rounds? You know what I mean? That's 25 minutes of fighting. I take 15 over 25 any day. But I'm ready for it. You know, my fights usually don't last 5 rounds. It's either me or them. And that's fine with me. You know, I don't like leaving anything to the judges at all. But 5 rounds, that's what it has to be. That's what it has to be, man. I done heard that number so many times during my fights for main events and stuff like that. I train for 5 rounds. If it doesn't go 5 rounds, perfect. Yeah. You know, win or lose, perfect. But if it goes 5 rounds, I'm not worried about it. I have been training hard for this whole entire situation that I'm about to be in May 7th. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah,
and last couple things here. You were taking a long time off. I don't know how much you were training during the break and everything. Like, coming back, where do you feel like your skill set is at? I mean, do you feel like you had to get something back and then build on it in terms of, all that?
Well, I didn't lose my speed. My teammates have told me that. I didn't lose my strength. I still feel stronger. My teammates have told me that. My coaches have told me I look just as good. For me, I can tell I'm not 32, you know what I mean, being 37, but I still feel good. I don't have any injuries, the normal wear and tear on any athlete, but nothing serious, nothing that will stop me. They say I'm fast. I kind of think I'm fast, you know what I mean? I still feel strong, like I said. I just got to go out there and do my thing. I can't let that stuff get in my head too much. You know what I mean? I just got to do me, and I know it'll all work out. I know if I'm 100% focused and training like I'm training now, I'm not worried about it. Everything always works out for me whenever I 100% just stay focused and dedicate myself to whatever's in front of me. So I feel fine overall.
And last thing, as far as the actual fight with Yoel, he's a tricky guy to fight, man. Like, he's a guy who can stand there and do a lot of staring, but then when he explodes, it can be very scary in there. So, like, do you have to make sure to get not too overeager because maybe he's trying to lure you into something? What are you kind of thinking in terms of how the fight plays out?
You're trying to get my game plan, ain't you? I can't tell you all my secrets. But no, Yoel is very tricky. He's an explosive fighter, one of the most explosive fighters I've seen. Can wrestle his butt off. And can knock you out too. We've seen it in a couple of different fights. So I have to be very aware of, whatever he presents to me. So I just got to do me, man. I'm not really worried about what he can do. I focus on myself and sharpening my tools, and they have to adjust. You have to adjust regardless in a fight because everybody does something different. And just because it looks similar in practice does not necessarily mean it's going to be like that during the fight. So, yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to the challenge. I'm ready to go out there and see what happens. See if the 37-year-old still got it. Even though he's older than me, he still has it. You know what I mean? I think he's a superior athlete. I have nothing nothing bad to say about him because he is a great athlete and he's a fighter, and I respect all fighters. You know what I mean? So. Good luck to him, good luck to his camp, and let's put on a show.
For sure, and I think you guys will. I think I can speak for the whole MMA community when I say this is one of the most anticipated fights on the entire schedule, so stoked to see you back, man.
I never thought the MMA community would want to see Yoel in our fight, but they're excited. Hey, we're going to try and give them exactly what they deserve.
For sure, man. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.